Welcome to this week's edition of Poly Playbook, where we recap and preview Cal Poly athletics. I'm Brittany Graham.
And I'm Claire Knapp. This week we recap the softball season and preview track and field's big weekend at Riverside. But first, we'll preview Cal Poly baseball as they look to finish the season strong. The Cal Poly baseball team has not had the season that they were hoping for, but they have 6 more games to try to redeem themselves and get to 500. Pitcher Casey Bloomquist and company will host UC Riverside this weekend for 3 games at home. The Mustangs are going into the last 6 games of the season, 3 games out of first place in the Big West Conference. Coach Larry Lee is still looking to make team improvements and get better for next season.
Just another opportunity for us to get better, even though we don't have a lot of young players out there playing right now. The ones that do need to, gain that experience, and you never know when a player is going to click in.
They stand at 2 games below 500, and with the exception of a Mustang miracle, the postseason is seemingly out of reach for the Mustangs. Left fielder Zach Zahner will look to capitalize on offense against a weaker than average UC Riverside team with only 2 conference wins. And for the first time in the history of Mustang News, we will be live streaming the baseball game this Friday against UC Riverside at 6 p.m. Mustang News reporters Trent Merfeld and Harry Chang will be doing play-by-play and color commentary. Fans can either log on to mustangnews.net to find the Ustream link or tune into Campus Channel 4.1. For those in the San Luis Obispo with charter, the game will be streaming to Channel 2.
The track and field team is going to the Big West Finals this weekend at UC Riverside. The Mustangs will look to dethrone Long Beach State, who has won the overall title 3 years in a row. 3 Cal Poly athletes are carrying #1 seeds into Riverside Stadium Friday. Kendall Nielsen in women's triple jump, Ashley Windsor in the women's 1500 meter, and Nick Wolf in the men's 3000 meter steeplechase. Check mustangnews.net for links to live results and full coverage.
The Cal Poly softball team finished up their season last weekend at UC Riverside with a 22-33 record. The Mustangs finished with a 5-16 record in the Big West Conference and a 22-33 record overall. Despite a rough season, 3 players earned all Big West praise: Stephanie Hayward and Emily Sakachi and Sierra Highland. Pitcher Sierra Highland also earned NFCA All-Region praise after getting 233 strikeouts and being ranked 24th among NCAA Division I pitchers.
The Cal Poly women's soccer program went 4-1-0 during the annual month-long stretch of exhibitions from April to May. Last year, the Mustangs were in the top half of the conference in both overall GAA and league shutouts. Cal Poly has sought to continually diversify and expand its offense. The fall schedule will be announced in weeks to come.
The women's lacrosse team ends their season this week in Virginia Beach. Poly Playbook reporter Tom Nork caught up with the team before they left on Monday.
The Cal Poly women's lacrosse team is traveling to Virginia Beach this week for the National Championship Tournament. Carrying a 9 seed, the Mustangs had 2-a-days this week to prepare for the Virginia Tech Hokies.
This week we pushed them hard, We've been conditioning them all season, so this week we really were just focusing on fine-tuning everything, really. Just getting them to hone on their skills.
The team has a 10-2 record, including a statement win against previously undefeated UCLA. Through the course of the season, the team has come together around senior leadership on and off the field.
We're family. We look out for each other. We eat together. We play together. We have fun. So, yeah, that definitely helps build our team. It definitely builds our focus and our intensity on the field just as much.
The WCLA Championship kicks off Wednesday at 2 p.m. It is single elimination, but teams play an entire tournament to decide national rankings. Check mustangnews.net for results of the tournament. Tom Nork, Mustang News.
The Mustangs dropped the first game 11-10 against Virginia Tech. You can log on to mustangnews.net for more lacrosse coverage. Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next Friday.
And log on to mustangnews.net for continuous Cal Poly sports coverage. Have a great weekend.